Hello dear friends, so today we continue with our beautiful stories, The Power of the Spirit by Alfred Hosp, also known as Freddy in the book. So today we come to a story that in 1956 there was a tension between the Russian, the Soviet Union, and also the America, and then there's a tension along the border of Austrian border, and then lots of people in Austria was worry a lot. And then Bruno said to them, "How does the old saying go? Whoever trusts in God's right hand has not built on sinking sand." That is the truth. That is reality. Everything else is just the self-deception and arrogance of ignorant human beings. It is also written in Bible, faith can move mountains. But I say to you, faith moves mountains. Only have faith. The state of the world is also stirred by God, and only things that serve as a lesson for human beings are allowed to happen. But believe me, the good will triumph at the end. For things will not remain as they appear to be in Europe today. In the future, communism will fall apart, and the Iron Curtain will collapse, as will all other restrictions. The younger ones amongst you will even live to see a united Europe, with a common currency. Yes, dear friends, there won't be any marks, shillings, or francs then. In every European country, people will then be able to pay with the same kind of money. As things goes on, it will obviously eventually happen, and that all the people who live there will simply refer to themselves as Europeans, and will then begin to feel themselves to be such as well. But that is not all. Later on, after many bitter experiences, mankind will decide to establish a world government where an international rapid deployment force, endowed with complete authority, will have the responsibility, whenever a conflict threatens, of nipping it in the bud. In this way, human beings will then learn to sort out the differences of opinion in love, goodness, and with reason. When the teaching of Christ, which is to say, non-violence, has thus been put into practice throughout the whole world, and then the age that is truly in accord with the wishes of God will have dawned. This little paragraph about Bruno talking about a couple of things. First, we should always trust in God's right hand and have faith in God, because faith moves the mountains, as we in the old sayings. And then the whole world is stirred by God, so only things that serve as a lesson for humanity are allowed to happen. Same thing often you hear the media talking about the end of the world, and then now we are in the pandemic, and people worry about this and that. So we worry about the end of the world. We worry about the breakout of the Third World War, and this and that. But it merely just worries. So, as what Bruno previously said, Earth is divine in nature, so has God's protection. So the evils will not be able to destroy Earth. So whatever these days we fear about, we worry about, and then will not come true in the large scale. So even during this pandemic, so the thing will still keep moving on. And the sun will go on, the earth will go on, so humanity will go on. It has to be the good. And also Bruno's mentioned about the United Europe. So in 1956, so this book is published after the United, the euro, the European currency. So if it was published before that, and people probably would be more impressed with the ability of Bruno. But nevertheless, Bruno has predicted, this will be a united currency, a united Europe. So the Europeans, different countries in Europe will call themselves Europeans, and instead of call themselves English, French, German, and of course with the Brexit, and then the pounds is still in use in UK. But things will take time. They will take a lot of time. And also Bruno predicted there will be one world government. I know lots of people worry about the new world order. So basically the one world government controlled by the global elite. But again, we should not fear that. The one world government will come. So whether it's controlled by the common people, serve the interest for everyone, the community, or serve interest for the global elite. So we have to make a choice. We have to choose how this world will go at the end. So the humanity has to choose whether we serve good or we serve bad. And then the one world government, of course, and then now is largely the big one world government. The body is the UN. The UN do have their peacekeeping troop. Of course, there's lots of scandals there. What we can do is for the common you and me, so we just need to wake up, and then we need to keep pressure on the authorities, on the government, and to keep an eye on them. So make sure they are doing a right thing. So whatever they're doing is serve the common interest of everyone. Probably not everyone, so of the common interest of the mass. So the common interest of you and me, not only serve the interest for themselves. So that is what we need to do to watch our government. Are they serving the interest of us, or are they serving the interest of themselves? Of course, at the end of the paragraph, and Bruno mentioned about the teaching of Christ, always non-violence, and then people should sort out their differences of opinion in love, goodness, and with reason, not with negative emotion, not with hatred, not with any dogma or indoctrination, but in love, goodness, and with reason. So always remember that, dear friends, always trying to sort out things in love and in good, the common good between you and the other person. Think 50% for yourself and think 50% for others, and this world shall have more peace. And then when we achieve a non-violent society, a loving society, and then that will be truly in accord to the wish of the God. And then we'll have a very good, peaceful period. So whatever we're going through now in the world now, it's just little the darkness before the dawn. Okay, so we need to have faith and be strong, and then to enjoy this period of time, and then challenge whatever things is not right. Okay, and have peace and love among yourself, and then for your families, friends. Okay, dear friends, so we wish you have a good day, and God bless.